Welcome to Enlightened World Network. I'm Dr. Ruth Anderson, and I am here with my beautiful soul sister, Teri Angel. We bring you a guided meditation every day of the year. And on Sundays, Teri and I go into silent meditation. We invite you to join us. That means that Teri plays music and we go behind the scenes and we meditate. And then we come back in about 25 minutes and we share with you what we experienced. So please do join us, and we will see you in 25 minutes. Thank you. Teri Angel. We're back. Teri, can you hear me?
Yes, I had to turn my volume up so I could hear you.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Well, that was interesting. That normally it doesn't take us that long for the story to come together. This one, it didn't come to fruition until like the very last minute. So that whole time was just looking and observing and listening and trying to figure out where is this going. One of the things that we heard was the connection between the spirit and the body is the heart. And we were shown both the literal heart and the figurative heart. And from figurative heart, we went to a person's ability to have empathy or compassion. What is their capacity to love? And then it went to our spirit becomes manifest through our compassion, or our spirit becomes manifest through our capacity to love. And then they said, when a person asks, what is my soul's purpose? You won't know that if your heart is closed. Your soul, your spirit can't really come into the world if your heart is closed off. And then at the very last minute, they said, if someone says, I want to know my soul's purpose, but they don't love their neighbor, it is nothing more than a loud clanging gong. Pretty intense there, Teri. What are your takeaways there?
Very intense and so true. If we're not speaking from our soul, and I'm very guided by a master named Paramahansa Yogananda, and in what I'm understanding from him and other of the masters in spirit that teach us is that we're either coming from our heart, which is where our soul resides in our high heart, or we're coming from our head where our ego is. So when we are saying those words that you mentioned, Ruth, that I want to find my soul's purpose, I want to find what I'm supposed to be doing here, but yet we're holding all of this ego stuff in, all of these, and we all have emotions, we all have things and experiences that happen, but if we're holding on to that, holding on to the low vibration, we're not coming from that soul place that really does want to know our passion and our purpose. So yeah, that's my takeaway. It's absolutely, we have to come from our heart to really find everything in this life that matters. There's a lot that we will find, but not everything is priority. And I think staying on our spiritual path is priority, because these bodies are just temporary. We're only here for a minute.
Right. And the other thing I'm hearing right now, Teri, is as a spiritual person, we don't get to be spiritual 20 hours a day and a raving lunatic or a horrible, mean, racist person the other four. It doesn't work that way. The intention is for us to be genuinely, I'm getting goosebumps, genuinely love, genuinely compassion, and genuinely walking with spirit 24 hours a day. Mm-hmm. And what I just heard was, in all your dealings, let there be love. So not just for you all, but for us as well, for us to really look at, who are we 24 hours a day? Are we consistently love? Are we consistently compassion? And if we flip into that aggressive side, if we flip into the mean side, just take a look at who you are. Look in the mirror, see all aspects of yourself today. And of course, that's, the message is there for Teri and me as well. So, Teri, anything else that you would like to share about that?
It was just, I thought it was a beautiful time together. It took me a while to clear some energy. And then once it did, and you were observing what was going on with the energy field as well, then it all just started releasing. So we encourage you, if you're not sure of what your purpose and your passion is, and if there's some things that you're holding on to, just do that self-examination. Just let it come up. You may feel like you have to clear your throat or cough or sneeze or yawn or whatever to let that energy move out, but do that and then go back into your heart. Because if you're, like Ruth was mentioning, if you're in that manic mode of, just not a very spiritual place, you're coming from your head, and that's all ego. But if you go back into your heart and breathe in, stay there, and just allow spirit to work, it will clear out anything that you are ready to release and to let go of. And so we encourage you to do that in your time, your spiritual practice time, whatever that looks like for you.
Friends, thank you so much for joining us today. As we said, we never know where this is going. So we're just going to take this message and run with it today. So much love to each and every one of you. Special hello to our sisters Linda and Stacy that are there with Teri. And we love you all so much. So take good care and God bless. We'll see you soon.